Hey, hello. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Yes. Good afternoon. Today we'll continue with our practice, okay?
Yes.
Okay, we will begin with some speaking part one as a warm up. The link is like the same link that we did
Okay.
practice yesterday. Okay. So we'll continue with a topic of stories. Okay, last time I asked you this question, right? Prefer listening to stories or reading them? And when you were younger, what kind of stories did you like?
So I really loved fairy tales, and because it has too many magical elements from like the I don't like the pumpkin from the Cinderella and the bird can sing, and it's all of this can enhance my imagination and also my creativity. And I really love the moment that my grandmother told me about that story before going to bed. Going to
Uh,
bed.
all right, yes, that's good. So your all-time favorite kind of story when you were younger was fairy tales, right?
Yeah,
Okay, especially the ones that were told to you by your grandma. Okay. You can use a phrase of maybe bedtime
all best time story. Okay.
stories. Okay, yes, I love those bedtime stories, fairy tales that my grandma told me when I was younger. You mentioned fairy tales. Okay, this one is a countable noun, so we can use fairy tales with the S at the end. That's correct. But
Yes.
after that, you say because it has.
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
so? How can you change it?
because they have
Okay, yes, because they
uh,
you know what? This one doesn't make your speech less understandable, but the examiner they will pay a lot of attention to how we use our grammar. Okay.
yeah,
And the pronouns that used for the purpose of referencing like this
mm,
is sometimes the thing that a lot of Vietnamese people make mistake with. So you need to be extra careful next
yeah.
time. Okay, yes. So your favorite one is fairy tales. And
Mm.
have you ever tried to write any story before of, some random genres, not necessarily like fairy tales?
Actually, I haven't written a story before, but I already had a chance to write my own poem in my primary school. I wrote about my garden, about my flowers with vivid colors, and all of what I do to take care of my garden in my primary school for like a literature exam. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So at school, it was compulsory for you to compose a poem, right?
yeah.
Compose a poem. All right. We can use the word like write and at the same time compose also works. Let's say, okay. This one, this one actually is pronounced with only three syllables. I will show you. It's literature. Okay,
Oh,
literature. All right.
oh yeah,
Literature.
Okay. Once again, literature.
literature,
Okay, literature. One more time.
literature.
Yes.
Literature.
I would write down here literature. Okay, because based on the spelling, it is quite misleading, and a lot of people say literature, right? Okay.
Yes. Even my English teacher in my primary school pronounced like that, and it's kind of affect me.
Ah, yes. Literature. Okay, we can move on to the next topic, of hats. Okay. So before we get into this question, do you know like different types of hats?
Uh, I know some kind of them. I know that it has some baseball caps or mini or like I don't know, but a bucket, and It's
Yeah.
to hat.
Okay. We have baseball cap. In Vietnamese, we say nón lưỡi trai or something like that. And we also have beanie, right? We wear it when the weather is a little bit cold, especially in the winter. Okay, yes. And are you a big fan of hats?
Actually, I'm not a big fan of hat. I don't like wear it in my daily life because I feel it can mess my hair up after I put a lot of attention when I get ready. So I also feel it can make my hair look flat and it's like put a lot of pressure on my head and I feel it's too tight to wear it every day.
All right, all right. So mostly your concern is about it might mess up with your hair, right?
Yeah, it can affect my appearance.
Okay. You pay a lot of attention to your hair. Okay, spend time doing your hair and make sure it as fluffy as possible.
Yes, oh, probably.
Okay, but maybe the hat will completely ruin it.
Yeah,
Okay, you can use what ruin?
ruin.
Ruin. Good one. I know you are not a big fan, a big supporter of hats, but what kinds of hats do you have when you need to wear one?
Oh, actually, I have one. It was the baseball cap my younger brother gave me on my birthday, and actually I don't wear it too much. I just put it in my shelf, my that to so it look like a decorative item in on my shelf.
Okay. Your shelf like this, right?
Yeah, the shelf. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know the what your wardrobe, right? Okay, your
Oh,
wardrobe. Not exactly your shelf, not exactly your shelf, but it's like a place where you put a lot of your clothing items and your belongings in it. Okay, we can use what your
what?
wardrobe. Mm,
Yeah.
okay. So you use a really good word of decorative item. Okay, yes, a large cupboard for hanging clothing. Okay,
Oh.
you can use wardrobe if you want to. And where do you like to buy hats?
If I have to buy a hat, I will choose buy it on online platforms like TikTok or Shopee because they can offer a lot of discount and I I don't want to waste time and money to commute between my home to that physical store. So I prefer to buy something on like in e-commerce.
So you prefer e-commerce, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
prefer e-commerce.
You can say if I have to buy hats, that's fine. But at the same time, you can use what if I have to buy one.
Okay.
If I have to buy one, I would do
Mm,
something.
mm.
Commute from my home to, I think the word from to will be more natural, like between, right?
Oh,
Commute between, you can say like commute from my home to the physical store. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Just an extra question. You use word physical store really good. Do you know another word that means the same thing? Physical store?
actually, I know a word, but F I suddenly forgot it, so I have to use physical store. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a brick and mortar.
This one, right?
Yeah, yes, right.
Motto. And at the same time, we can use like traditional store,
Yeah. Yes.
traditional store, traditional shop. Okay, yeah, real good. And you know what? Actually, this is the kind of question that has the same topic of hat, but it is not really like a part one question, right? because it's asking you about like people in your country. Is wearing hats popular in your country? It's not exactly a part one question, but because it relates to the topic of hats, so I will ask you anyway. So is wearing hats popular in your country, where you come from?
So I think it's quite popular in my country because because my country is a tropical country, so it has like intense sunlight with really hot weather. So people tend to wear it on summer to protect in summer to protect them from the heat and uh, avoid that sunlight. And also my also in my country they wear a lot of helmet to protect their head from accidents, and they can avoid being get some penalties in the traffic.
Oh, okay, yes, yes, yes. You can say something like avoid being fined
Okay.
for violating traffic
Rule
regulate.
regulations. Okay.
Okay, avoid being
Fine.
fined for doing something, right? Okay, good answer. We use some good word like intense sunlight or something like that. Tropical country, amazing. But just one time, there was a time we say like people tend to wear, but accidentally, you add the word s here. The sound s here is like people tends to. We don't need that s, right?
Right,
Okay,
right.
people tend to. Okay, I write down here. Be extra careful with the verb. All right, people tend to
Yeah.
wear. Okay, and yeah, with sunlight or something like that. At the same time, you can say something like to prevent sunburn, you know.
Oh, or
So
sunburn. Okay.
that is another word that you can use in this case. We can move on to the next topic regarding gift. Okay, gift. Have you received any gifts recently?
Recently I have given a valuable gift for my parents, which is my laptop here. So my previous laptop was broken down, so I can't use it anymore. And we go to a store to buy a new one, and it has some advanced features to facilitate my study, and it's really helpful in my life.
Okay, so recently you have got a new laptop from your parents, right? Okay,
Yes.
you say I have got a,
A
you can say the word brand.
brand new laptop.
All right, from my parents. Okay, yes. And you also mentioned that your former laptop, your old laptop was broken down. Okay. If you want to say it was not functional or it was not operational, you can just say it was broke. It
Broken.
was broken. It was broken. We don't need down here
Okay.
um, as an adjective here, or you can just say, oh, it broke down. Uh,
Oh, I understand.
yeah, as a verb, right? It broke down, or it was broken. Uh,
Mm.
that's really good. And yeah, just a little bit of vocabulary expansion. If you want to talk about a device, like for instance, in this case, it's a laptop, right? Or
Yeah.
it's a computer, a desktop computer or something, you can say high
Mm.
performance. Okay, laptop. Okay, maybe with advanced feature, like you said. With advanced features, it's a high performance laptop. Mm. Okay, a really good word of facilitate. That's about the kind of gifts that you have received recently. How about you, as someone who sends gifts? Do you think you are good at choosing gifts for other people?
I think I'm quite good at it because my friends always ask me to choose a gift for her her parents, and he compliment about my taste, and I think I took a lot of consideration when I have to choose a gift, like the practical use and how often they use, and also their preferences, and also their personality when I have to choose a gift. So I think I'm quite good at it.
All right, yes. Really good. Can you help me to repeat this one? It's taste, taste.
Taste.
Okay. The last time the pronunciation was a little bit off when you say like test, test. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This one is like
Okay,
taste,
taste.
taste. One more thing. This one is preference, preference.
Preference. Oh,
Okay, preference. This one.
Preference.
Okay.
Preference.
You heard the
preference.
sound, right?
Yes, I heard it.
Okay, preference. So this one is very high in terms of the top of the list of the most confusing word when it comes to pronunciation. Preference. A lot of people say preference or something. Okay, yes. Okay. So have you ever sent handmade gifts to other people? The gifts that are made by your hand manually.
Oh, I have sent my mom a hand handmade cake on her last year birthday, and I made it from scratch. I have to choose the ingredients and also mix the flour and bake it for 1 hour. And actually, the results turned out not quite well, but my mother still really happy and really like treasure it.
Okay, yes, really good. Let's say we have something. Okay, this one result.
Result,
Uh,
result,
okay, a result.
result.
Yes, the result, right? Okay, it's like the sound like this. The result. It is what? Treasure, treasure.
Oh, treasure,
Okay, the sound like z, treasure.
treasure,
Let me show you how it is pronounced, right? Uh, this one.
Treasure.
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 Yes, treasure, treasure, treasure. Okay, so when you say like the result turns out not very well, you can say the result turns out not as I had.
Expected.
Or you can say had
It's
expected be
before.
before. Something before something else in the past, you can use past perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Good.
Okay. So
Okay.
write in part one, write in part one. If you can show to the examiner that, okay, some complex structures like past perfect, I can still handle them very well. You are making a very big impression with your examiner. Okay. And most of the time you can say has expected, or maybe you can say
Anticipated. Okay.
or
Predict. Predicted.
predict, predicted. Okay, once again, can you help me with this one?
Result.
Okay, this one.
Treasure.
Okay, result and treasure. All right, one more topic in part one. How about this one? Okay. Do you do some cooking or help your family with cooking at home now?
Yes, I have on the weekends when my mom and my father are too busy. I have to cook. I have to cook some dinner meal for my whole family. Actually, I'm not good at cooking, but I try my best to um make complete meals, and I also sometimes uh try new recipe to make them feel like refresh. I don't know how to describe it.
All right, yes, yes. Maybe to make them feel satisfied.
Oh yeah, justify or surprise.
Surprise them a little bit. Okay, maybe the recipes you can pick up on the internet, right? And you can
Yes.
experiment with it a little bit. Okay, really good. And one more word that a lot of people may mispronounce. This one, I've seen a lot of people saying like weekend, right? However, this weekend.
Oh, wow. It's the first weekend.
Okay, I will show you like this. Weekend. Oh my God, bad. Weekend. Okay, sometimes the vowels are pretty important to make them right.
weekend,
Once again, weekend.
Weekend.
Yeah, weekend, not weekend, right? If you say like weekend is something like the verb weekend, make something weaker, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so make sure you pay attention to this one. Cook some dinner meals. You know what? We can remove the word meals here. Just cook some dinners. Okay. I am not good at. Is there another phrase for that? Good at something, bad at something, something like that. Are there any alternative phrases that you can think of?
Um, excel in it. I don't know.
You know what? Sometimes the native speakers they will say something like this. Oh, I wouldn't say I am the best. I'm the best cook. Okay, that means you say, oh, I'm not very good at cooking. I wouldn't say I'm the best cook. Or
Best
you,
cook.
can you help me to repeat this one?
I wouldn't say I'm the best cook.
Yeah, perfect. Or I can give you a phrase of I am not versed in cooking, and be versed in something. It means be good at
And
something. Have you ever heard of this one? Have you ever come across this?
I
Be
haven't. I haven't. It's the first time.
Okay, so now this is your word, and please help me to use it quite frequently. Okay, be versed in something, having a lot of knowledge or skill at some.
Skill. Okay.
Can you help me to repeat it?
Yeah.
I'm not versed in cooking.
I'm not versed in cooking.
Yes, very good. With the T at the end, yeah, versed in.
Versed in.
And there's a time where say I try to make a complete meal. That's okay. That's okay. That's not wrong. But at the same time, you can use word decent, right?
Yes, I know that word, but I can't remember. Decent.
Okay, yeah, quite good. All right, yes, really good. Move on. Do you think your home is clean and tidy? Do you think so?
Oh yes, actually, my parents um have a strict rule about keeping my house neat and organized. And on every weekend, we have to like have um schedule cleaning house.
You can use
Yes,
clean
a
up.
cleanup, and um, I am responsible for the first floor, and my mom responsible for two and the second and the third floor, and my my um, my father have to um bring our car to the clean the clean shop.
Okay.
Or I don't
Yeah, you can say like the cleaning facility, right?
yeah,
Okay.
clean facility.
Maybe the cleaning store, something like that. Uh, to get them
Um,
washed.
yeah.
Okay. Really good, really good. Oh, you can say like each and every week, or we have like scheduled weekly clean.
Quick cleanup. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the quick cleanup.
Okay. And be responsible for that's really good. Or you can say, oh, my mom is in charge of something.
My mom. Okay.
Is in charge of, my dad is responsible for, and the kind of store that does the cleaning thing, we can say the cleaning facility.
Facility.
A cleaning store. So in overall, okay, you think that your household is always very clean, very neat and organized, right?
Yes.
At the same time, I can introduce you a word of spot.
Oh,
Spotless. Once again, spotless.
spotless.
Can you help me with the example?
Yes, I try to keep my home spotless by cleaning regularly.
Okay, spotless. It means very clean, with no spots, with no dirt. Spotless, spotless, spotless. Okay, and did you do some house cleaning when you were young, when you were a kid?
Oh, actually, when I was a kid, I hadn't do it. I haven't, yeah. And my mom do it all. My mom did it all, and I just played around with my neighbor child, and I didn't pay too much attention to my house.
Okay, because at that time you were very carefree, right?
Yeah, it was carefree.
Mm. We don't say like I had to do it. We can say I didn't have to do it, right?
Yeah,
Okay, can you help me to repeat it?
I
I
didn't have to do it. I
mm,
didn't have to do it. Okay.
yes. And at the same time you say I was free from any
From any
domestic chores or
source.
domestic tasks. It means you don't have to be in charge of anything. Can you
Oh,
help me with this one?
yes, I was free from any domestic chores and tasks.
Okay. So as I mentioned before, this is the kind of document, this is the link
Yeah,
for most of our practice lessons. So each and every day when you have free time, please help me to scroll down from the top to the point where we did our practice the last time or the previous time. And with
yeah,
each question, you can pay attention to the alternative phrases that I recommend. Uh,
yeah.
Maybe by doing that, you can accumulate more words.
Yeah. Can,
Okay, that's it for the warm up. Now we can turn to part number two. And did you spend some time taking a look at some part two?
yes, I have prepared for three more topics
Mm,
below the former topic uh you introduced me. Like
mm. Okay, good one. And did you try to apply the techniques?
yes, I did. But it's still some kind of hard for me to to fluently in it, to be
Hmm.
fluent in it.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Okay. Once again, before you start with this one, I just want to say like these techniques are not intended to add pressure on you. It's just the purpose of it is to allow you to extend the answers. So
Mm.
you need to stick to your original ideas and sometimes you add some tenses to make it longer and to boost your grammar score. So
Oh,
nothing stressful, right?
yeah.
You can start now with a live performance you enjoyed watching. Okay.
Yeah, so I would like to talk about a live performance I have attended recently. It was Skywave Tour in Halong City by Sơn Tùng MTV singer. So he is really famous composer, singer, and also an actor in my country. And he has about 8 million followers on the Instagram. So I really admire him. So I decided to attend this live concert. So it was my first concert I had ever been to. So I kind of really excited about it. And he is my first idol in this Vietnamese music industry. So before I knew him, I had barely noticed about this music industries, and he inspired me a lot to delve deep into V-pop. And I followed him since I was in my high school, and I really admire him. So 2 months ago, when I was studying in class, I received a notification about his concert, and I immediately reserved my seat by booking a ticket because it will sell out at a breakneck speed, so I had to do it immediately. So luckily it was not too expensive. It's just about over 1 million for such a top-notch performance. And so it wasn't a normal live concert. He also combined powerful vocals with some impressive choreography. And at that moment, I immersed myself into a electric atmosphere, and I savored that moment a lot. So the whole concert was on fire, and the vibe absolutely lit. And we, the audience, also had a chance to end the night with some fun karaoke with him, and which made the experience even more special. So if I had another chance, I would have bought a VIP ticket with a view to stay closer with my idol. So the reason why I really love him is because he has a huge enthusiasm, and he really dedicated to his job, and he nailed every high note, and we can barely see him lip sync. And although receiving a lot of criticism in his early career, he has always renovated himself to attain the affection and recognition from the public. And I think I was ecstatic and very honored to be in that once in a lifetime experience with a person I really loved.
Okay, is it everything?
I think so.
All right, yes, good performance overall. I can see that a lot of tenses were added in your answer. Okay, we have past perfect, like before I knew him, I had barely noticed any other singers in the Vietnamese pop music industry, something like that. Okay, and if I had a chance, I would do something. All right, a lot of tenses. Let's say, so now. I will give you a little bit of recommendations in terms of the language first and then the idea later.
Yeah.
Okay. Sơn Tùng MTV singer, maybe we'll say the singer named something. It would sound more natural, right? Okay. The singer named Sơn Tùng
MTV.
Mm-hmm. All right, this one is stressed on the first syllable, so it is industry.
Oh, industry.
Okay, we don't say industry, right? Industry,
Industry.
industry. Next one. Can you help me to pronounce this one? Like barely.
Belly.
Okay, once again, barely.
Belly.
Okay, because the pronunciation, I feel like it's a little bit like belly. No, not belly, our stomach, like barely.
Belly.
Yes, barely. And with notice, you don't need to use like notice about something. Just
Oh,
notice something. Okay. Really good. And you reserved a seat, right? Okay. I want to hear the D sound at the end. Reserved.
reserved. Reserved.
Served. And you talk about how quickly the tickets were being sold out, and you say something at something speed. Can you help me to repeat it at neck
Yeah.
breaking or something?
Yes, breakneck speed.
Okay.
I
You know what? Most of the time, when you talk about like tickets,
yeah.
I have a phrase for you. You can say like, the tickets, okay, were selling like
Oh, hotcakes.
hotcakes. It's an idiom. And at the same time, you say, oh, the tickets, uh, were sold out. You can just use the word rapid.
Oh, rapidly.
Yes, rapidly or selling like hotcake.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, choreography. Once again, choreography.
Choreography.
Choreography. Yeah, one more time, please.
Choreography.
Amazing. Savor, very good word here. With the vibe, I want to hear the at the end, like vibe. Vibe.
Vibe. Vibe.
The vibe is lit, right? Okay, lit. It is, you know what? A pretty Gen Z kind of vocabulary.
Yeah.
So maybe you can just say the word electrify.
Oh, electrifying.
Electrifying, really good. And this one is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Mm,
Enthusiasm.
okay, the one that I want you to stress is enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Good, good, good. Perfect. Here. And when you say like renovate himself, it means he always try to add something new to his
Yeah, yeah.
performance. Right?
Yes, yes.
And in English, we have the phrase of reinvent oneself.
Yeah.
Okay,
Green.
reinvent. I don't know if you are a keen listener of podcast.
Mm.
But on some English speaking podcasts, I've heard a lot of like speakers using like you need to reinvent yourself by doing more exercise, by
Mm.
having a more healthier diet, something like that, reinvent someone. Okay. And that's it. That's it for the language related kind of recommendations. And regarding the idea, you know what?
Mm.
Because the focus is about the live performance, right? So I will write down here. Okay, idea. Maybe you can say you may need to focus more on the maybe the ticket or the atmosphere and your feelings more than about the background story of the perform
Awesome.
of the performer.
Oh.
I can say you got a little bit excited when you had a chance to describe Sons of MTP, right? Uh, and yeah, you use beautiful language, but it's not the main part of your speech here. So maybe you would love to dedicate more time to the main ideas, the
Mm.
main kind of things and description of your speech. Okay, maybe the ticket, the atmosphere, the feelings, and maybe the people that you went with as well.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you went with who, like your friend or something, and how did your friend react to the whole atmosphere? So maybe it would work better. That's really good. I used to be a very avid fan of Sons of MTB when I was younger. Okay. Even my Facebook avatar was the image of him. But when I grew up, I don't like him as much as I used to. I don't know why. Okay. Move on. We have the next kind of topic. A
Yeah.
newly enacted law that you like, but you want to change part of it. Okay, and are you ready with this one?
Actually, I've just outlined some ideas, but okay, I will try some. I think.
Okay, yes, yes, yes. And you know what? I don't know if we have this one. If you have already heard of this one, improvise.
Oh,
Okay, have you ever heard of this one?
that's
Improvise.
it's mean yeah. You respond to something immediately. I think so.
Yes, yes, yes. You respond to something on the spot, right?
Yeah, on
On
the
the spot without any prep. And I can see that you have an amazing ability for improvisation. So I want you to showcase that ability. All right, maybe we have some ideas in advance and let's try to put them together. Okay, and you will figure it out as you go. You'll figure it out as you go.
Mm,
Okay, can you begin?
yeah.
I'm all
So
ears. Mhm.
so a new law has recently been introduced to uh, reduce the plastic use is which is plastic ban law. It was just enact in the first month of this year, and it was about banning on single-use plastics and raise the fines for the violation. And so if someone violates this rules, they will have to uh, they will have to be get some penalties, which will really cost them a huge fortune. And I think a specific issue uh, that seem unfair about these rules is mm, the rule is too strict, and and it needs to be more flexible in some cases, like if there is no plastic bin, people couldn't find could hardly to find where to throw their litter. So the government implement have to be like have to put more plastic, I don't know what to say. So if if government be if government have if government um like is more active and more like flexible, it can have people follow the more willingly.
Okay, does it mean like, do you mean if the governments play a more active role in
Yeah,
providing like the garbage bins or something like that
yeah, yes,
for the citizens, they
yeah,
would be more willing to follow and adhere to the rule, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yes, yeah. You can say like if the government play a more active role in providing, okay, more like garbage bins or maybe trash bins, something like that.
Oh,
Okay, or maybe you can just say enhancing the availability,
yeah,
okay, of these things, enhance the availability of trash bins in public places, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay, yes. So can you continue with this part? Can you continue with this part? All right.
uh, let me try. Well,
Okay,
mm,
if the government something, right?
yes, if the government um mm, okay, let me try. If the government plays more active role in this rule,
Mm.
the people will be willingly to comply with the the regulation, and this will enhance the effectiveness of the rule, and also can protect our natural landscape. uh, and I think this rule um, can be like revised and improved in the future to raise its um, popularity and raise the people awareness about it.
Okay, yes. So what can be a specific change that you would love to see made to this rule?
So so maybe the supermarket can um, change the package in its product, and not all the plastic will be no longer used in uh, some markets and some store again. They will be changed into paper, or mm, like more sustainable materials than the plastic one.
Okay. However, it's not the change the rule, right? It's the
Uh,
change in the system or something like that, not the rule itself. Ah, okay. We hear here like a law that you like, but you want to change part of it. So the change should be made to the rule. not like the overall system. I agree that if the supermarkets they provide a more sustainable and eco-friendly packaging to the product, it would reduce the likelihood of people violating or breaking the law, right? And receiving penalties. But it is like some kind of change that happens elsewhere, not happens to the rule.
Okay.
So you talk about like the fine for this rule can be very high, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you can say, oh yeah, I remember you say the rule need to be more
Flexible.
flexible. You can say maybe only apply the maximum penalty for repeated
Okay. Repeated
offense.
offenders.
Okay, and maybe like a first time first time lawbreaker, maybe the first time lawbreakers can get a warning,
Okay.
okay, or just a minimal
Minimal fine.
something like that.
Apply. Okay.
So that could be the change, right?
Yeah.
Directly to the law itself. However, I haven't seen you adding some past tenses, so can you help me with that?
So when it let me think. What before it was enacted, people seems to be really neglected about every rules related to environment. So they seem to be careless about their own earth, their own living space.
Okay, good one. You said before the introduction of this rule, right? Okay, the introduction of this rule, people, when you use before, maybe before the introduction of this rule, several months ago, the reason why I add this phrase is because I want to be very, very clear with the time when it happened and before that time in the past, so we can introduce past perfect. Okay. Before the introduction of this rule, people, you can say, had been quite reckless
Workplace
with their littering
habit. Okay.
with their littering habits. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Um, but since this rule was introduced or maybe was put in
Correct.
effect, okay, or since this rule
Yeah.
took a effect, okay, something happens, right? And remember, we need to use present
Perfect.
okay.
Okay.
So we can see we use something like past perfect right here, right? Past perfect right here, past perfect right here, past perfect right here.
Okay.
Um, how about we use something like conditional type three, if three. Okay, can you think of anything?
So if I could change the rule, I would make it apply to all kinds of stores, not just large one, but also some small markets.
Okay, so it is like a if two, right? If two.
Yeah, it's
If I could change the rule, I would something. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's good. And how about if three, like something unreal in the past? Okay.
So if
Okay. If the policymakers.
if policymakers had put this rule into effect earlier,
Oh, okay. Okay.
then yes, it would have had a more like a more mm, a more
Okay.
practical effect.
Ah, all right, good one. So how about we use this structure of conditional type 3 to talk about the change that we want to be made with this rule. So you can say something related like this. If policymakers had considered various
Areas.
aspects of this rule, okay, it would have been fairer, right? It would
Yeah,
have been
okay.
fairer to all citizens. Okay, so you can use it. You can use it after talking about all the potential changes that you want to be made or be applied here. Okay, yes, really good, really good. How about this one? Can you help me to pronounce it like all?
All
Okay, all single-use plastic. All.
single-use plastic.
This one, fortune.
Fortune.
Oh, yes, okay. So when you say this rule, please do not add s at the end, right? This rule. Okay, this rule. No
Which
s, no s. Okay, this
this.
rule. And
Okay.
finally, this one, like
Will.
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 Okay, we don't say win, right? Win something like will. Okay, and we have repeated offenders and first-time lawbreakers.
Law breakers, first time breakers. Okay.
Okay.
I think we practice this topic more.
Don't worry, I'll give you a chance right now to do it again. I'll give you a chance right now to do it again. Don't worry. However, I just want to ask you, like in the beginning, you say like past plastic and then a noun after that, but I couldn't hear what was the noun that you were trying to use, like plastic and then something.
I think I said that plastic use ban. I
Okay, okay,
plastic
yes.
single use.
All right, maybe this time I will try my best to figure out what it means. Okay, yes. How about you do it again? Okay, this time.
Yeah, so one rule that was recently introduced and I actually support is the ban on single-use plastic in many supermarkets and stores in my country. So this rule is about to reduce plastic waste and to protect our environment. And I believe it is incredibly important, and especially nowadays with the rise in the population the and the climate change. And what I like about this rule is that it can encourage people to be more active in their actions to protect their own living space, and it's also like boost boost the use of reusable bags instead of plastic one, like paper packaging or sustainable materials. And I have also noticed more people around me starting to bring their own bags when shopping, which is a positive side. And before this rule was introduced, people had been too careless and reckless about their actions. So um, so I think this rule uh, could be a positive one. However, there's a one thing I think it could be improved. So it need to be more flexible, like um, for the first time offenders, they can minimize mitigate the finance of the fines to them, while they can apply that maximum fine for the repeated violators. I think so. Uh, at the same time, I think the government could offer more support and subsidize to small markets so they can afford that eco-friendly packagings. So that way the rule would be fairer and more effective in reducing plastic waste on or on the national scale. So
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
overall I
oh. Mhm.
overall I think this rule is a step in right direction, but still need to I still need a few adjustments. Okay.
Oh, really good. A few adjustments, right? A few adjustments is a really good word.
Mhm.
Amazing. The second time you can see there's a massive improvement and upgrade in terms of how natural your speech is, and how confident, how fluent it is. All right, really good. So maybe sometime with some tricky topic like this, we should give it more than one attempt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first attempt is just for you guys to explore the topic. Okay, I've also noticed, ending sound, please. I've also noticed.
Noticed.
Once again, I have also noticed.
I have also noticed that
Mm, okay. This one, bag, bag.
back.
All right, bag, like a plastic bags or paper bags or something like that. The last time your pronunciation is like air, like that, bag or something like bag, 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 right? Positive sign. Once again, positive sign.
Positive sign. Positive,
Yes. Okay. One more time. Sorry. One more time.
positive sign.
Yes. Okay. Because last time it sounds like a positive sign, just like the right sign or left
Okay.
sign or something like that. Okay. Sign. Yeah, this one is quite funny when you say they can minimize the fines for them. So who are they and who are them?
Yeah. The government or the local authorities can reduce the fine or something like decrease the fine
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can
for
minimize.
the first time offenders.
That's correct. Okay, so sometime we need to be very careful with the pronouns here, right? Okay, to make sure that it is as clear as possible. First time law breakers. Good one. And this one you want to use a what subsidy as a noun, right?
Uh,
Okay. And when we add s at the end, it is still pronounced as subsidy, but with s at the end, like subsidies. Once again, subsidies.
subsidies.
Hmm. I know we have a verb of it, and when it is a verb, we say subsidy.
Subsidize.
Subsidize. Yes, really good. And this one, waste.
Waste.
Okay, waste. Okay, we have the a sound, like
Okay.
waste. One more thing I remember last time we have the word like this. Can you
Uh,
help me to pronounce it?
patient.
Yeah, not pension anymore, right? Okay, that's really good. Amazing, good job. How about we go with another part two? Describe a person who helps to protect the environment. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have
Yes.
like any ideas in advance?
Yeah. I prepared that more carefully. You know someone.
Okay, so you can start now, please.
So I would like to talk about my uncle. So he is someone who has had a significant impact on my life, and I truly admire his dedication to environmental protection. And he works as a biologist in a public hospital, and I have always respected his respected his dedication to his work. He's kind, hardworking, and incredibly knowledge. knowledgeable about biodiversity and our ecosystem, and he has dedicated years to raising awareness about environmental issues and sustainable living. And he also has organized numerous campaigns to reduce plastic use and also plastic pollution by encouraging people to use eco-friendly products rather instead of plastic. And after learning about waste separation methods from my uncle, I started to care more about the environment and began notice the long-term effects of human actions on nature and how nature can come back to affect us. So he had already worked with local authorities to call out the volunteers from my neighborhood. He hoped that all of us will create a concerted effort to improve our natural surrounding landscape by picking up litters in the park or recycling unneeded bottles properly, and also giving up the habit of improper waste disposal. So, uh, so I think that what makes my uncle even more inspiring is that he's not afraid to express his opinions. He often speaks out about the need to condemn human actions that would be detrimental to the environment. And is someone who stands by his values, and even when others disagree, and I respect that courage. So he also read a lot of environmental journals and books about this field to stay up to date with conservation projects with new methods and approaches to solve these pressing problem. And I think this habit of continuous learning is part of what makes him such a makes him have such a great actions like that. So in the future, if I have a chance, I will. If I had a chance, I would love to cooperate with him to go against environmental devastation.
Environmental what? I'm sorry. Devastation. Devastation.
Devastation.
Devastation. Okay, devastation. Once again, environmental devastation.
Devastation.
Mhm. Okay. Oh my God, very fluent speech. Let's talk about some language related aspect first.
Yeah.
Okay. Have always respected that is very good. However, this one is just campaign without the ch at the end. Campaign.
Campaign.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I am the one who has written a lot of status on my social media to remind people, do not share at the end of this one. Okay.
Campaign.
Campaign.
Okay. Once again, campaign.
Campaign.
Okay, perfect. Campaign. And one more word. I don't know if you mispronounce this one or pronounce this one correctly, but I just want to remind in advance. This one, okay. For example, when we say foreign or foreigner, we don't need to say foreigner. Okay.
Okay, right. Foreign.
Just foreign or foreigner, the same thing. Okay. Move on. This one is product, not product, product.
Product.
Product, right? Okay.
Okay.
This is what you said. We can notice the long-term effect. Can you spot the mistake here?
Begin noticing or
Yeah. Begin
notice.
noticing or to know.
Noticed.
Okay, amazing, good job here. Next one, can you help me to repeat this one? Nature.
Nature. Okay.
The nature, this one. Natural.
Natural.
Yes, natural.
Natural and nature.
Nature, natural. Improper waste disposal.
Yeah.
Once again.
Improper waste disposal.
Okay, improper, right? Improper. Yeah. And when you mention he has great action, that's fine. That's fine. That's a good word. But at the same time, you can enhance the vocabulary a little bit by saying something like commendable act.
Commendable.
Okay, once again, commendable.
Commendable action.
Okay. This one, have you ever heard of this before?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay, it just means like praiseworthy, right?
Yeah, praiseworthy.
And at the same time, you can use the word noble.
Oh, noble.
Noble action. Okay. That is good. It's in terms of the language kind of thing. How about I can see you had a lot of good ideas to talk about that person. Okay, a biologist, a conservationist, really good. But it would be better if more tenses were added in your answer because I can see you use present perfect and simple past and maybe at the end you talk a little bit about the future, right? I will, something like that. However, maybe like conditional type 3 or past perfect, something like that could also be added, right? Okay, so maybe
If
if
he if he had
okay, I will take you back to my favorite structure. Whenever I feel like I'm stuck and I don't know how to add different structures, I will come back to this one. It's like my lifesaver. Okay, I will use something like if it
had
hadn't been for.
oh
Okay. And maybe here you can say his impact on my
my
life.
oh
Okay. You say I wouldn't
ever
have I wouldn't have what?
I don't have that like positive progressive mindset about environment protection.
Yeah, really good. Okay, a progressive mindset. That is really good. Or you can say I wouldn't have raised my environmental aware
He
awareness. Or consciousness, right? On seriousness. Okay. Or maybe you say I wouldn't have been more environmentally
conscious. Oh,
conscious. Okay, yes, yes, yes. We have if it hadn't been for, and then we plus a noun or a now phrase. Okay, and then you can use it very easy. Okay, can you help me to repeat this one?
if if it hadn't been for his impact on my life, I would have I wouldn't have raised my environmental awareness. Yeah, I was consciousness. I wouldn't have been more environmentally conscious.
Yes, amazing. Okay, amazing. Good job. Because you know what? Most of the time, part two is like the golden opportunity for us to showcase our range of tenses. So if you miss out on that chance, it will not come the second time because we only have one part two, right? Okay. In part one, we have multiple different questions, so you have multiple different chances to show your tense. But in part two, it's like now or never. So
Yeah.
I want you to take full advantage of your 2 minutes. Okay. All right. We can move on to some part three and see how you did with this one. The topic of part two and part three, they revolve around like the same overall theme, right? Okay. And there's one thing about part three. I don't know if you have already been aware of this one, is the fact that in part three, the examiners, they have total freedom to modify or to change the questions according to your answers, your response.
Yeah.
So we don't have a fixed like a kind of question sets that they apply. It will be different from one test taker to the other. And we need to train part 3 very carefully. Okay. Yes, this one. I remember I have highlighted the ones that we will be practicing. Yes, this one. Okay. You remember today we did discuss like a live performance, right?
Yeah.
Performance. So how about we tackle this one?
Okay.
So, why do you think a lot of people love watching a live performance rather than on television?
So it's like a hands-on experience, I think. Because people can directly engage in that performance, and the feeling more will be more like lively. So people will actually enjoy the energy of the performance, and it is a unique experience they can have, and it's like unforgettable moments rather than just sitting in front of a TV and like everyone. Okay.
Okay, we use the word hands-on, that's correct. And at the same time, we can use the word authentic, right? Okay, authentic, can you help me to repeat it? Authentic?
Authentic.
It's like real life, right? Real life experience. However, I want your answer to be a little bit longer, so I'll ask you some following questions like this. What are some key differences between watching a performance on TV and live performance? Key differences, some elements that are different from the two modes of viewing a concert or viewing a performance.
Maybe the interaction between the performer and the audience, um, in the real life performance, in the real life uh, games or something. They will that interaction will enhance the whole atmosphere and enhance the feeling of the audience about the performance.
Okay, with live performance, like the audience may have the opportunity to interact with the performers, right? Okay, and the same thing cannot be found if we just watch a performance on TV. That's good. Is there anything else?
Um, I let me think. Maybe.
Okay, maybe we can talk about like different like people watching the performance together, the interaction among the audience, like what TV most of the time we talk about like one family of several members watch together, right? But let's talk about like a concert.
Yeah, of course. So you can interact. You can have chance to scream, to sing with other audience, and you can like make new friend in right in front, right in that moment.
Okay, so maybe you can use a word, so it can amplify. Okay, it can amplify the feel feelings, all right, the
Emotions.
emotions. You can
Okay, emotions.
amplify these things. Whereas the experience of watching something via TV can be less exciting.
Right.
Just
Yeah, it said
right.
right.
So I'll write down here, maybe you can explore more on the differences, like interaction
Interaction.
with
Promoter, promote
performers
at the audience. Okay.
and fellow
Audience.
okay, yes, really good. And next one, is it costly to watch a live performance in your country?
So absolutely yes, because uh because of the cost of the highest cost of the organizing of the organization that fund for the live performance, and also is it due to the cost of equipment and hiring dancers, and uh, like also hiring singer for a performance is really cost
It's
much.
really
And
costly.
also, oh yeah, and also I think so some another factor is the it depends on the popularity of the performers. So they if the performer is a person who have like a huge, like mm, really well known, they will charge more cost for their performance.
Okay. Maybe you are looking for the word like have a huge following, right?
Okay, huge
Or
for
have a huge fan.
a huge fan base.
Okay, okay. Yeah, your answer pretty much says like it's a yes, right? Because we need to pay for a lot of different expenses, and that can contribute to the high expense of the ticket, high price of the ticket.
Okay.
Okay. There's a time where say organization that fund for, maybe we could just say
Sponsor.
sponsor, right? Okay. And yeah, there's a time when you want to say something like have a huge following or fan base. At the same time, you can call these people high pro,
Oh, high profile performers. Okay.
okay, high profile performers. But you know what? How about we talk about like some performers that are
Yeah.
less well known, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a less well known, and the popularity level and the excitement level is not as high. Or maybe we talk about some small or local events. Um,
Um,
yeah, I don't know if you have ever heard of some singers. In Vietnam we say they sing in some local markets or something like that.
okay.
Okay, so I think the tickets for such events are not that costly, right?
Right. So
Mhm.
okay.
And you at the same time we have street perform,
Performers.
okay, and
Mm.
lots of the time we think of live performance, we think of like singing, right?
Uh,
Singing, but it's more than that. It can be some street dance,
oh, she's dancing. Okay.
or it can be some magical shows, right?
Yeah.
Okay, or it can be some stand-up comedy
Oh, comedy shows.
shows. Oh, so performance, it extends beyond just singing or
Oh,
some
okay.
live concerts. Okay, so with some magical shows in some walking street, so
Mm.
in some walking street, maybe
Right.
it's free, maybe it's free, something or street dancing. So, how about you give me the kind of answer that
Mm.
is more diverse, that includes more factors. You can begin your answer by saying something like, "Oh, yeah, it depends on multiple factors," and then you give the first factor, the second factor, and
Okay.
next factor. Okay, maybe it's like the type of live performance. Okay, maybe the scale of it. Is it a big or a small one? Is it a local one or
Yeah.
is a national one, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
the reputation of perform.
Performers. Okay. Right.
And one more thing, if we talk about live concert, like some singing concert, we can talk about the seat.
Oh.
Okay. with front row seat
Yeah.
can cost a
Fortune.
something like that. Fortune, right? Fortune. Okay, so how about you give me the answer one more time?
Yes, okay. So it depends. The cost of a live performance for audience can depends on several factors. First is what it is the type of live performance. If it's in a small scale, you don't have to pay to you don't have to pay uh, a, a, like a high cost for your seat. You like it's just be like a magical shows or stand-up comedy shows in the stage you can enjoy free, or um, another type is a live concert in a huge stadium. So the organization units have to the equip the stadium, and it can cost quite it can cost a fortune. So uh so another factor is the reputation of the performers. If a performer have a huge fan base, it can cost too much to have a seat, to get a ticket to enjoy his performance. So I think that can depends on some several as I mentioned.
Okay, really good. However, I can see in your answer sometime you were a little bit repetitive with the structure of it can cost something, right? So maybe you can say something like, oh, it can be very costly, okay, to purchase a ticket. It can be very costly. And at the same time, another word for costly is exorbitant. Okay, yeah, maybe you have heard of this one before. Exorbitant. Once again, exorbitant.
Exorbitant.
Hmm.
Exorbitant.
Okay. So it can be costly, exorbitant to purchase a ticket, or you can say something like the opposite. You can say, oh, it can be pretty afford affordable. Okay, it can be pretty affordable, or it is not going to cost a fortune. Okay, yes. So because there was a time when you were struggling a little bit, you said something that it can cost high something, and it was a little bit awkward, right? Okay. So yeah, can you help me to read these structures? It can be very.
It can be very costly or exorbitant to purchase a ticket, and it can be pretty affordable and is not going to cost a fortune. Uh,
Hmm. Okay, it's not going to cost a
fortune.
Okay, yes, really good. Moving on. Next one.
Uh,
Is it? I'm sorry. What's that?
you say no, nothing.
Okay. This one. Is it easy to invite friends to a party or a performance?
So I think it's also depends too. Uh,
Hmm.
is can so if the so some people enjoy uh like some so the depends on several factors like their taste in performance and their schedule. So some people can enjoy social events uh, and energetic event, rather than some people just want to stay in their own place and don't and they are uncomfortable in a big group, so they don't want to hang out, and they don't so it's don't is it isn't easy to invite them. Um, also, uh, also, I think if the person we invite is close, they are more likely to say yes to um support us. Okay.
Okay, and how about the idea of schedule?
Okay. I forgot. Also, what regarding their schedule, if they have more, if they too busy, they could hardly to go with us. They have to stick with their schedule to ensure that their work couldn't be affected.
Okay. Into their work wouldn't be. Wouldn't be. Okay. Affected. I wouldn't be
Disrupt.
disrupted. Okay. We have the word schedule here. All right. Hmm.
schedule,
Okay. However, I'm not a big fan of this pronunciation. Also, at times we just say schedule.
schedule,
Okay. Once again, schedule.
Schedule.
Yeah, schedule. The American style, right? Schedule, like this one. Yes, yes, yes. Really good. And you mentioned like energetic events, and energetic mostly we use it for people, right?
I
Okay. You realize that as well?
that just but is I what I want to say is like I know events with rowdy people.
Yeah, events with rowdy people. The words we learned yesterday, events with
Rowdy,
rowdy people. Okay.
to
Or maybe
hustle,
overly overly electrifying
about electrifying event.
events. Or yeah, they don't feel like mingle with strength.
Just okay.
Okay, remember we have mingle with someone, right? Okay. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, did you mention like the preference of the ones that we invite to certain types of performers? To performance, like maybe someone they don't like stand-up comedies, but yeah, we talk about we want to invite them to these things. So maybe they are not willing to because I remember you mentioned the taste, right?
I went to test.
Okay, and then how about that?
Okay, what about test? So if we share the same taste in the kind of performance, we it's it's more likely to go with go with others. But if we have different tastes in it's kind of hard to invite each other to go to a party, to go to a performance we both dislike. Like,
Okay, so if we have like a universal preference, okay,
yeah.
universal preference is super easy, right? Okay, and if we have like varying tastes, okay, if we have varying taste, it's very tricky. Good one, good one. And I have one tip for you, one tip for you. I
Okay.
noticed that in the beginning, you gave me a list of different factors, right? Like the
Yeah.
taste, the schedule, and the personality, something like that. How about you begin with something general, like you say, oh, I think a lot of factors might be involved here. Firstly, and then you focus on the first one, and after you finish with the first one, you continue
Oh,
with the next. So I'll write down here. Okay, tackle the different points step by step. All right. Moving on. Is it difficult for people to perform in front of their friends?
so yes, it can be quite difficult for some certain people because they can feel nervous and too shy to perform and talk in front of people, in front of friends. They might worry about making mistakes and being judged even by people they know well. However, in some cases, um, performing in front of friends can be easier because friends are actually the supporters of supporters for us, so they can make um us feel more relaxed. And I think it depends a lot on the confidence of that people and the kind of relationship they have.
Oh, the kind of relationships they have. Okay, yes, yes, yes. You use the word church, right? Okay, church like this. You can say something like, yeah, friends. Friends, especially good friends, right? Good friends tend to be less
That's judgmental.
okay, less judgmental, and you can say like provide a source of emotional support. Okay, yes, some friend cheering us at the stage. Okay, can help us to become more confident. And at the same time, I don't know if you have already encountered this word before, but uh be rooting
Or
for someone. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, what does it mean?
this means you always be on someone's side
Oh,
and always support the ideas that you, yeah, support your friend's idea. And you like always encourage them in every single context.
yes, correct. Your explanation is very clear, it's very detailed. And you know what? Most of the time we use it in the context of sport, right? Okay. Be rooting for our favorite team or something. Okay. Rooting for support, you can say maybe friends can be rooting for us. Okay. Can you still hear me? I'm sorry.
Still, can you hear you?
Yeah. Good one, good one, good one, good one. Okay, okay, okay. Moving on. Let's talk about law because we did discuss one topic regarding law, the law that you want to change, right? Okay. So, in your opinion, why is law so necessary? Why is it so important?
So I think is important because it has maintain order and stability of a society. So without the rules, people could act whatever they want, and that could lead to chaos and even violence. And laws and also protect people's rights and make sure everyone is treated fairly. For example, traffic laws help prevent accidents, and environmental laws can protect nature. Yeah. So overall laws can create the safety and the trust in among a community.
Okay. Create safety and trust. You can say within the community, right?
Community.
Within the community. All right. Another word for create, not exactly the same, right? But you can use word foster.
The,
Okay. Foster, it means develop
the
safety and trust within the community. That's really good. All right. This one, chaos.
chaos.
Okay. We don't say chaos, right? Chaos.
Okay, chaos.
Chaos here, right here. And maybe your answer is good already, but if you want to use some less common vocabularies, I have some to offer you. You say lawless, lawless
Society.
society can lead to something.
Okay.
Okay, a lawless society can lead to high levels of crime or low levels of crime. Crime.
High level crime.
Okay, so you can say rampant.
Oh,
Rampant. You know what it means? Rampant.
does it mean it's happened like spreading, it spread everywhere, and yeah.
All right, rampant crime.
Rampant.
So, and how about this one? Because I can see you have a lot of good vocabularies already. What we need to do is just try to activate these things when you are speaking. Okay, and anarchy. How about this one?
Oh, honestly, I don't know this one. Yeah.
Okay, anarchy. Maybe I will show you what it means. Okay, anarchy. Right here, anarchy. Okay.
Okay.
Anarchy, anarchy.
Once again, anarchy.
Anarchy.
Okay.
Anarchy.
A situation in a country in which there is no government order or
Oh,
control, right? So you can use word
anarchy.
anarchy. Yes, yes, yes. So I will highlight the word law.
Lawless society.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So your original answer is already very high level. Okay, a lot of details. You explained your ideas very well. Okay, in a very understandable way. But when you add the words like lawless, like rampant crimes and anarchy, it sounds like a level of an band aid speaker, right? Okay, and I know that you have the potential for it, so I'm trying to push you to this a higher standard. Okay. Yes, really good. Okay, how about something more related to environment, more related to environment. Is
Okay.
it important to teach students environmental protection at school?
Yes, I think it's important to teach students learn about environmental protection at school. It can raise their awareness about the environmental issues like climate change or global warming, so that can like uh, lead to a high level of awareness about the attack actions to protect the environment. And they if you teach teach them at early age, they can learn a lot of good habits and develop it to a more like better behavior in the future. So it can also prepare them to take care of our planet in the future with that good habits like uh, recycling plastic, or saving waters, or like giving up the habit of uh, improper waste disposal.
Okay, improper waste disposal. Good one. But at the same time, right, we're talking about children, your students here at a very young age, right? So the word improper waste disposal here is a little bit too formal, too formal. So maybe you can just say like reckless littering.
Okay.
Reckless littering. It can prevent reckless littering among students. Okay, really good. You talk about like because when they are young, they can learn, they can pick up habits very quickly, right?
And that's right.
Mm. And these habits, oh, there's a time when you say they can like better behaviors in the future. I can give you a word of
All translate.
okay, translate in.
to translate into better reviews. Okay.
I will give you another example with the word translate into being applied in it. Yeah, I can say something like, "Oh, I want you." Okay, you can say like, "I would love to translate my vocabulary understanding into high IELTS best score." Okay. You want to translate, it's like you want to transform it like from one form to the next form, something like that. Try to turn it into something. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Translate into. And there's one time where I say teach students learn about.
Okay.
How can you change it?
Okay. Help student learn about or teach student of something.
Okay. Yes. All right. Yeah, teach student about something. So I will write down here, remove the word learn. Okay. And I can give you another word if you want to.
Yeah.
You can explain why, like at a young age, people can pick up habits like faster, like more quickly. Have you ever heard this word like malleable? I don't know. Yeah, this is the right correct.
Valuable. No,
Malleable. Maybe the first time you've heard of it, right?
yes.
Okay, malleable. So,
Malleable.
okay. Once again, malleable.
Malleable.
malleable,
So, malleable, it means easily influenced or changed. Okay, easily influenced or changed. So, children, you can say children are very malleable. Okay, once again, malleable.
Malleable.
Or you can say the children brains are
Malleable.
okay, so they can adopt new
Habit. Quickly.
easily or quickly. Right. Okay, yes. This one is pretty academic because it refers to a concept. It refers to a concept of brain malleability like this. It means like the fact that we can continuously learn regardless of our age.
Yeah.
Our brain can always adapt to new knowledge. Okay. So maybe we can check out the pronunciation of the noun form of it. Okay.
malleability,
Once again.
Malleability.
Okay. Yes.
Malleability.
Perfect. Okay. Moving on. Okay. I understand that human beings are responsible for a lot of environmental devastation, but can you tell me some of the specific actions that humans have done to damage the environment?
So there are multiple detrimental actions of humans that will negatively affect the environment. So first is the deforestation. So the need for expansion to accommodate a huge population like that can lead to the construction increasingly construction of new hotel house and leading to the loss in uh, wildlife habitat and can like reduce the reach in biodiversity that can like and another action is the air pollution caused by the vehicles. So a lot of types of vehicles nowadays release a huge amount of carbon dioxide emissions. So that can enhance the like enhance the dangerous. I don't, that can enhance the possibility of um, greenhouse greenhouse gases and leading to uh, like worse climate change. And lastly, I could say is we throw too much plastic waste into the ocean, and it can cause like the destruction in marine ecosystem. Yeah.
Okay, so you talk about deforestation driven by humans' need for urban expansion, right? Okay, more residential areas to live. We talk about like air pollution with vehicles, and at the end, the damage done to the marine life. Okay, okay. This one is multiple, not multiple, multiple.
Multiple.
Okay, increasingly constructional. It should be.
Increasing construction.
Okay. Reduce the rich in. Maybe we need a noun here.
Oh, okay. Reduce the richness of biodiversity.
Okay. Enhance the danger. Maybe you realize that it may not be
Yeah.
the most natural one. Okay. If you talk about danger, I can give you a word of elevate. You know this one, right? Okay. Elevate the
Danger.
danger. Okay. And maybe at the end, what you want to say, maybe perhaps it is the word greenhouse
Gases.
effect.
Okay.
Greenhouse effect. You can say it can work.
Worse.
Worsen.
Okay.
Okay.
Worse. Okay.
Exacerbate.
Exacerbate.
Okay. Greenhouse is effect. I'm sorry. Greenhouse effect. And
Yeah.
one more thing. It is not related to speaking, but based on the interactions we have had so far, I can make a guess that you pay a lot of attention to your writing, right? You have written a lot of essays. Is it true?
Yes. It's true. Yeah. I actually I think I'm quite good at text too in writing,
Mhm.
but
Because, okay, yeah. I'm
but
sorry. I'm sorry.
some topic I kind of stuck in ideas. Yeah.
Mm, Okay. Do you know why I make that assumption about you?
I don't know.
Okay, because when you're speaking, the way of speaking, it is pretty similar and it resembles the style of IELTS writing task too.
Right.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty similar. I can see there are people they speak in a pretty informal tone, but with you, you speak in a pretty like academic, formal tone, and with phrases that are typically found in a standard IELTS writing task to work. However, it is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing because during my preparation for the test, I took classes with a lot of tutors or teachers, and my very first mentor told me that the more similar your speaking style to writing, the higher the possibility of you getting a good score.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
I'm afraid that I could be considered as remember.
No, no. The examiner will know if you memorize the script and when you are just being affected by an academic tone of writing. So
Yeah.
that's two different things. And you know what? I don't know if you listen to a lot of podcasts by like researchers or professors. They speak in the same way that a person would write. They
Okay.
speak in the same way that a person would write. And they are considered at the highest level of English speakers. They are professors in universities. So if you are having a pretty solid background of speaking like that, so I want you to continue with that. It's nothing wrong with that, okay? And I don't know if you where did you get the assessment that you are at band 6? Where did you get the assessment that you're at band 6?
I consider myself as band 6.
Okay, that is your self-assessment, right? And
Confidence because I haven't have truly I haven't had truly experience about IELTS exam before. I just practice with an AI and practice alone, and it's grade me 6.0.
okay, yes. You haven't had any true or real or hands-on experience with the test before, right? Okay. But I think you are much higher than a 6. Okay, much higher than a 6. All right, moving on. So we've talked about how destructive human actions are to the environment. And how about recycling? Okay, why can recycling help with the environment?
I think recycling can be helpful for the environment for several reasons. First of all, it can reduce the amount of waste that can end up in landfills or the ocean. So that can help decrease pollution, of course, and it's also save our natural resources like trees and water and mineral tools because we can reuse material instead of exploiting and exploring more resources in nature. And moreover, recycling usually requires less energy that produce new things, and it can mean that um, we can lower the greenhouse gas emissions. So overall, it's an effective way to protect the environment.
Okay, oh my God. You surprised me because with such a topic, you can come up with ideas that are very relevant to the question in such a short time. You talk about we can like limit the amount of waste discharged in the environment, right?
Uh,
At the same time, we can save a lot of resources that maybe maybe be used for the purpose of producing new things, and now they are saved. Okay, amazing. And with exploiting at the same time, you can use the word harnessing, right?
yeah.
Okay, harnessing new resources, harnessing new power, and maybe you can say something like prevent the exhaustion.
Natural resources.
Okay, yes, of natural
Resource.
resources. Okay, yes, require less energy, correct, but at the same time you can say less energy intensive, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Less
amazing.
energy inten
That's
intensive. Yes, good one. Let's say, how about we do one more part two? How about we do one more part two here? All right, part two. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This one, part two. Okay. The last part two we did, do you remember the topic of it? Okay, a person who protect the
environment. Yeah.
Okay, and now we'll continue with one more. One more. Okay, the environment. We have here person. Yes, 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 this one. Describe a sport that you really like. Are
Oh,
you a big fan of sport?
I'm not a big fan, but I think I can improvise.
Yeah, you can improvise. All right. So, how about you begin without any prep? Okay, this is your challenge. Okay, describe a sport that you really like.
So I the sport I really enjoy playing is badminton. I first encountered this job when I was studying in my primary school. I have um, a class of physics education class about this sport, and it's a fun and fast-paced game that I have passionate for a long time. And I have been playing badminton for about over 10 years now, um, maybe 20 years now maybe. And I uh, at first I just play with my cousin for fun during weekends, and nowadays I play badminton around 3 to 4 times a week. And I usually go to a sports center with my friends or my family after a long weekends to play badminton. It can help me recharge my battery, and it can release all of my stress through sweating. And I think it's a great way to stay active and improve my my health and my physical well-being. So playing badminton also help me um like mm, like mm, stay productive for the next week. And I think I get to spend quality time with friends and family while doing that sport. And the feeling of winning in a rally is really exciting. And I realizing that benefits, I also decided to enter a badminton club and prepare for a friendly match with another school. And during that preparation week, I was trained properly with my coach. And when I was training for my first competition, I feel some muscle cramp, and but I have to kept going. I have to keep going. So if I hadn't started that, if I hadn't started that sport, I would have missed out uh, many benefits it offer to me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So you end your answer with a conditional type 3, right? Okay. If I hadn't started that sport, I would have missed out on just a little reminder here with the ending sound. I would have missed out on. Once again,
Missed out on, missed
uh,
out,
once
missed out.
again.
I would have missed out on so many great opportunities it offer.
Okay. Okay. A lot of tenses being used very naturally. Do you find that it is getting more easy? It is getting easier for you to add tenses right now?
Yes, it
Okay.
become easier because I know where I can easily to edit, not just random. I can edit at the end when I talk about would I have another chance or something. I can add it in the first time, and I talk about like how many years I spent for a sport. Yeah.
hmm So you figure out the template that works for you, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes. So a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, teacher, we only have 1 minute for preparation in task in part two in the real test. So how could I come up with a lot of tenses?" My answer is always, "Oh, you need to do more practice." And so far we have been doing like around 5 different topics in part two so far, right? Okay. So you are getting more familiar with the technique. So in the real test you just apply the template and naturally you will come up with the ways to do that without much thinking. I first encountered when I was studying. I've been playing it for more than 20 years. Good one. And maybe the word that you were looking for is PE classroom.
Yeah, I actually I want to play speed, but I have to speak like physics. I have to continue physical education class.
Yeah, okay, yes. I have passionate about we
Oh,
missed the word bean, right?
that's right.
have been passionate about. Okay, amazing. And you say, oh, it can release a lot of my stress. That's good. At the same time, you can say, oh, badminton is a great stress
Oh, stress relief.
reliever.
It's a way. Oh, badminton is a great stress reliever.
Okay. Or you can say, oh, it provides an outlet for my
Stress.
stress. Okay.
Okay.
Or you can say my pent up press
Okay.
pressure.
Okay.
Pent up pressure. Or maybe the pressure accumulated during the
During the week.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we can use another the advanced word accumulate right here. Okay, there's a time you say like winning a rally. What do you mean, like rally or something?
I don't know how, like you can have a rally match, like you hit
Like
you
friendly match or something?
rally, like you it's I don't know, you
Oh,
continuously play it in a round, and when
um,
one drop the badminton, you
okay.
how to
You try not to drop like
oh yeah, yeah, yes.
okay. So may how is it spelled? Winning a what?
Oh, rally, you write yes, but like
Maybe I will do extra research on this one because I'm not a keen badminton player, so I don't know that much. Okay. And you know what? If I have to pick one thing from your answer and improve it,
uh,
maybe we can talk about the time when you repeatedly use the conjunction and, like
right, right,
and. Do you notice that? And. So maybe something like on top of that or something like
right.
on top of that, or maybe you gotta say at the same time, right? At the same time, it's super exciting if I can win a rally. Something.
Okay, a rally is a sequence of shots between players, like
Mm.
until the shuttlecock fall
Oh,
around. You
okay.
like you hit continuously in the match. Yeah.
Okay, until the shuttlecock falls onto the ground, right? Okay. Yes. So here, with the end here, I want you to diversify the conjunction that you use. Maybe you can say something like, you know what? You can ask the same, oh, you know what, and then something like that. Okay. And do you know about like the different criteria in IELTS speaking? Different
Yes.
criteria.
I know
Okay,
for
what are they? What are they?
positive fluency and cohesion. And cohesion.
Fluency and coherence. Okay,
Coherence, right?
okay,
Next
we
is
have
lexical resources and
lexical resource and
grammatical range. Uh,
okay.
and last one is accuracy. And
Mhm.
last one is pronunciation.
Okay, pronunciation. And I think currently your lexical resource is very strong. Is very strong. It can score you an 8. I'm sorry, a 7 to an 8 right here with lexical resource. Grammatical range and accuracy.
So
Let's
I
say
do. I sometimes I notice I still make a lot of small mistakes in my
hmm,
grammars.
So we call this thing like grammar sleeps, right? Grammar sleeps, something like that. However, sometimes the range is more appreciated. The range is more appreciated in IELTS speaking. The examiner will appreciate your efforts to vary your structures. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, and if you can keep the current variety in terms of grammar and reduce the number of mistakes committed, you can score as an 8. You know what I mean? You can score
Uh-huh.
an 8 here. Okay. Pronunciation, I think it's a 7 because sometimes with the minor mistakes with the stress pattern and everything. so maybe it's a 7. Fluency and coherence, I can give you an 8 here. Okay, I can give you an 8 here. Maybe with some strict examiner, they will give you a 7. But I think your overall best score will not be below a 7. Will not be below a 7. Even though we haven't had any full mock test.
No, maybe I'm more like comfortable with you rather than examiner. In front of examiner, I feel like tense and like really scared.
Okay, just one thing. Examiner, not examiner. Examiner. Okay, examiner. All right. So we have the documents already. So please help me each and every time you scroll it down. All right, from the top to the point where we finished our previous lesson. Take a look at some of the comments in terms of pronunciation, in terms of the new phrases that were discussed in class. Okay. You can prepare some more part 2 because this is a document that you can take full advantage of it.
Maybe I can record myself part two in a day.
Okay, yeah, it can help. All right. And you mentioned you also practice with some AI, right? Okay. So maybe you can perform a part 2 something like this and check if the AI can spot anything wrong. Okay. So we will combine the practice in class and some self-study at home so that we can bolster your progress.
Okay, thank you.
Next time we'll study at the same time on Monday, right?
That's right.
Okay, yes. So please help me to self-practice at home.
That's right.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.